How's it going today?
It's going slowly but surely.
You know who I am?
No.
I drive around and I say hi to people, see what's happening around town, and then I put it on my TV show.
Oh,
Yeah, who do you work for? Oh, you do? Then you're just what, bringing some wine in for the boarding house?
Here, so I gotta put it back on now.
Oh, what happened to your help?
I'm by myself today.
Oh, really? Yeah. But normally you've got like Aaron helping you out, don't you?
Yeah, somebody usually.
Usually somebody. What's your name?
Sean.
I'm Gino, Sean.
Nice to meet you, Gino.
You too, man.
Take care.
Are you gonna go to any of these movies?
Movies?
Yeah, the film festival stuff.
I seen a post on that. I didn't really get to read it though.
You didn't? Yeah. No. It started actually yesterday.
Did it? How long is it going on for?
Till Sunday.
Till Sunday?
Yeah.
Where are they having it?
White Dog and the Gaslight. And no, actually the Gaslight and the Dreamland. See you, buddy.
See ya.
How are you?
I'm good. Am I actually on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm picking up here? Is Ari.
Right. I heard that he was going to come do this with you. He's a great person to have along.
Oh, he's just super. I really like him. He's, you know, he's a character.
You didn't come to opening night film last night, did you?
I couldn't make it. No, I was in Boston.
Okay.
But I spoke with Jill, and oh, that's a very nice picture of you.
Look, I have the same shirt on.
Well, that's okay, but you photograph really well.
Not usually.
Well, I think you're going to be surprised when people see this. You're gonna hear about this.
I am?
Yes, you
I
are.
might actually
What are you
be
doing
famous.
at the film festival anyway?
I'm programming the film festival, Gino.
Which means, when you say programming, you...
Well, it means that Jill and I screened a lot of movies to pick the films that would come to the film festival.
All right.
And then...
So you were responsible for picking the variety of films that we're going to see.
Ultimately, Jill's responsible. Jill gets all the credit.
Oh, she does, right.
Yeah.
Right. But you helped her out.
Yep.
And you'll continue to help her out? I mean, what do you do when the festival's done? Where do you go from there?
Telluride?
To do that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So do you go from festival to festival?
No.
Help?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you were, because of this, did you get that Telluride job?
No, I did Telluride first, and then I came here.
Oh, so that's very good.
Yeah.
So I was going to come up and see you actually after I met with Ari.
So I talked to David Kaplan, and he said you could use Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, you have she said you could get me a bunch of films. Maybe 2 or 3 for this week, and then after the...
When do you need them?
For tomorrow. Because on Thursday my show starts, so I want to have a variety of different things.
Okay. All right. So did you get Ari's permission?
Oh yeah, he's coming for a ride with me.
Right. So you got Ari's permission.
Yes.
So you'll have Frog Crossing, Little Red Riding Hood, which are 2 excellent shorts.
Great.
Then you'll have... Oh, I just lost my disc.
Oh no.
That's got all of the programs in it.
Right, well you can't have that. You see it's right there.
Hey Suzanne, come be on camera.
Oh, Suzanne.
Suzanne's an old Telluride faithful.
Oh, she is, huh?
Yeah.
Another programmer?
No, I'm just going to help manage a venue.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Suzanne, so you're on camera.
Yeah, you'll be on TV.
You are on Candid
Well,
Camera.
we want to see your pretty face.
That's okay.
So what do you do?
What do I do in New York?
Yeah.
I work at a production company.
Yeah.
And I also work at a restaurant.
Really? And what do you want to do?
I want to work full-time at the production company, but right now it's kind of like an elevated intern position. Basically, it's like a staff position without very little pay.
But these are the kind of connections you got to make so that you can find the full-time
stuff,
stuff,
and I'm learning a lot.
What,
so,
you are?
Yeah.
And you want to like be a festival person and setting up festivals as well? Or? No.
I like doing festivals, and I've done Telluride. This will be my 5th year at the film festival there. But I just enjoy it. I like to see movies. It's a great...
But you want to eventually be in production. Is that right? You want to be in the production of films.
But I like working at festivals. It's fun. It's great.
This is the first festival I've ever been in, and I'm really enjoying myself. Oh, the 2 of you, yeah. Oh, you're not sisters, though, no.
We're cousins.
No.
You are really cousins?
Yeah.
It's in the eyes. It really is. Unbelievable. Are you just saying that? No, you mean that. Yeah, you are. Wow, all right. So, did you see Ari in there?
Is
he? We saw him going into the gallery.
I think he's trying to work out the past situation.
He said he was going to meet me here at 1.
This is the studio.
Well, this is the old work vehicle love machine that I used to. I bought this thing in California actually, back in '88, and I've had it since then. It's been a good rig. So Ari, have you ever been interviewed before? I mean,
I'm trying to remember. I know I've been interviewed, but I don't think I've ever been interviewed on camera.
is that thing on? Yeah, it's on.
It's red light flashing.
Yeah, it's flashing. That means we're going, Ben. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. You're from California, and you're
Yeah.
out here. You're out here at this crazy Nantucket Film Festival, and you're doing the festival circuit. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been. I promised myself I wouldn't go to any more festivals, and then they told me my film was going to open this one. So,
Oh, really?
and then I got a freaking flyer ticket that came to Nantucket, and I figured that's too much good luck.
They didn't actually fly you out here, though.
No.
No. Did they actually fly the feature film makers
I don't
out?
know if they do. If they did, they didn't advertise it to me because they didn't want me to start feeling jealous.
Oh, really?
I don't know if they do. They probably don't. I don't think they're that loaded as a festival. So,
Right. So, how did you get this? Talk to me about this movie. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I made it with a friend of mine, and we have a mutual friend who is an environmentalist, and this friend of ours has a habit of walking down the street and spray painting people wearing fur coats on the back, or
Oh,
she'll be in the middle of conversations, she'll be saying, "Yeah, I met this guy, and it was really nice. He took me out to dinner, and we had a really good time." And
Really?
then like she'll just say that to some woman walking by, and then turn back to you. And so anyway, as I was saying, we had a really nice date, and she's like sort of a split personality with her.
Now, I haven't seen the film, Mari. So can you just tell me just a little bit about it? We're gonna see it. I mean, I'm gonna after we talk here, we're gonna show the film. So.
A boy, a frog, a road,
Yeah.
a girl, a car. I don't know. I want to give away too much.
yeah.
Not much happens. I mean, it's
All right. No,
it's
that's
pretty
cool.
limited. The more if I said one full sentence, I would tell you the whole plot. So,
Yeah. Right.
but
No.
yeah, empty highway, and frogs trying to cross the road.
Is there a pond involved?
There is no pond.
There is no
There's a
pond.
little bit of a marsh that
Yeah.
you see at one point, but it all takes place on the yellow line of the highway.
So, you opened up the festival with your short. Now, will we see it again? Do we get a chance to see it again?
Yeah, it shows Friday at
Oh, okay.
noon.
At
I
noon.
think.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. And hopefully, maybe if things work out, I can show it a few times for you here. Well, even though you're gone, I'd like to do that. Tell me where you're from. You're from San Francisco, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And did you grow up there?
grew up there until I was 17, and then went to New York for a couple of years. And
Right.
I've been in LA for a couple of years since then. My God, how do you drive while doing this?
Well, I got to make sure. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been doing this for years. There we go. I just want to make sure it's wide enough. And now you live in LA. And what's that like for you?
LA?
Yeah. You hear horror stories about it.
It's not as bad as people say. It's not, people aren't necessarily superficial or working out and going to tennis salons all the time. But the worst thing about it is that everyone is doing the same thing. Everyone is involved in film.
Everyone's involved in film.
It's not entirely true, but if you live anywhere from like Hollywood west, just about everyone you meet, either they're involved in film or they want to be, or they work for people who are.
Right.
Right. I mean, Greater Los Angeles is not that, but certainly anywhere within easy bike riding distance or driving distance.
Now, do you think it's necessary though for someone to be in that scene?
No, I don't.
You can do it anywhere. Yeah.
I'm thinking of leaving.
You are.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been really helpful for me to be there for a couple of years. I've met a lot of people, and I understand much better how the whole system works or doesn't work.
Right.
I mean, it is nice to be in an environment where there's so much going on, and that is helpful. It's not, if you need to find someone to rig lights for you, you just call out the window and there's somebody there.
Right.
So I would imagine for you being in Nantucket, there's not much, you can't find colleagues to work with very easily.
No.
So that's an advantage. But in terms of inspiration, it gets pretty tiresome that everyone you know is making movies.
Right.
You know? So I get out.
So where might you go? Where are you thinking about going?
New York.
You are. But you're a West Coast guy. Have you spent time in New York?
I lived in New York for 3 years.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you know the city too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And I miss it.
You what?
I miss it. I mean, I feel more at home in New York than I ever have in LA.
Yeah, right.
So
it's got a human element, doesn't it? It's you're so packed, you're close together.
Forced to, every time you get on the subway, you're crammed up against other people. So in LA, you can control your environment. They've got their car, they've got their air conditioning, they have whatever they have on their car stereo, and they get in that little box and they go to their work, and they get out of their box and they go meet their friends for dinner, and they go to another, So they really control their environment. They don't necessarily meet people who they don't want to meet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just what makes a community means you have to hang out with people you don't necessarily like. And in LA, you can control. You only meet your kind of people. And that's really boring.
Could I get you to just roll up that window just about 3/4 of the way, just so I can make sure that the sound is
Okay.
not too much wind. So, as a festival, because this is new to us too.
Yeah.
People would like to know your impressions of the festival up to this point.
Yesterday was really overwhelming because my film opened the festival for one thing, and also there was only one film yesterday, or a film and a short. I made the short, and the people who made the feature weren't here.
Oh, they were not there.
Last night at the parties, I was the only person who had shown a film yet. So everyone who was at the festival knew who I was.
Right.
So it was this weird, exaggerated celebrity of being, like, I was the filmmaker last night.
Right.
So everyone was coming up to me and, I don't like your film, blah, blah, blah. And then I'd have somebody talking to me, and then someone else would come up to talk to me, and then the first person would think I was rude because I turned to this person, and they would walk off. And I'm imagining them thinking, oh, typical, filmmaker, jerk, conceited, whatever. It's probably not true, but that's what I imagine people saying, just because I'd suddenly be like 4 people asking me questions at once. It'd always be the same questions though. Everyone asks, how did you do the dead frogs? How did you manufacture the frogs?
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone seemed...
They all want to know if the frogs were treated right.
They want to know how... Look, you see frogs dying.
Yeah, yeah.
And we want to know how we did the special effects so it looks so real. That's what people want to know. And other people want to know where we shot the film.
Yeah. And where was it shot?
Altamont Pass. It's like 2 hours east of San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So.
And how long did it take
questions.
How long did it take you to make it?
5 days.
5 days. And
5 days of shooting.
Did you have a full crew to do it?
Yeah, different crew every day. I mean, the credits go on and on.
Do they really? Have that many people working in there?
Yeah. I mean, they go on longer than they should just because we did have a different crew every day. So
wow.
It wasn't entirely a different crew, but in order to get professional quality grips and so on.
Let me ask you this, Ari. You wrote a script, right? I mean, you didn't come. It wasn't a concept that you said, I got this idea to make this film and I'm just going to go out and make it. You wrote it down, or did you not?
Yeah,
you did.
Me and my collaborator.
Your collaborator. And did it turn out to be what you expected it to be? That's an interesting point about making movies.
About twice as long as we expected.
Okay.
We thought it was going to be 6 minutes, and it's 12.
Yeah.
The script was 6 pages long.
Okay. Right.
But we found in cutting it that the pacing worked much better. There's a guy who's lonely and he's standing on a highway waiting for frogs to cross. And so you need to have that time of him waiting.
Yeah, right.
Of course, there's a line between you want to show that he's bored and lonely, but you don't want to make the audience bored and lonely. So that's the balance we had to find in the editing room. But
just one last question before we see the film. What will be your next project? Do you know yet, or are you?
Bungee jumping.
You're gonna do something on bungee jumping?
I don't know. I have a couple of scripts that I'm hankering about with, and
Okay.
we'll see.
Is it? Are they
Small
short?
town in New Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in. I've been thinking of making a movie there.
Cool.
You like small towns?
Yeah, I
like
love small towns. You bet.
I've also been thinking about some. Well, I don't want to.
Well, listen. I'll ask you another question. What do you love most about doing this kind of work? What's the most fun about doing it?
I like the acting most. I acted in this thing.
You did.
That's really what I enjoy.
You enjoy doing the acting.
Yeah.
How do you like working with other actors?
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah.
The thing I like least is sitting in front of a computer and writing.
Yeah, right. That's the hardest part, isn't it?
It
requires a lot of discipline.
Yeah, it's hard for me to concentrate for that long.
Yeah.
Without interacting with other people. I like being on a set and you're working with human beings as opposed to your head reflected back at you. So.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us,
Sure.
Ari, and I'm looking forward to seeing the film.
I hope you like it.
Thanks.